Corey Mitchell here, Table Rock Fishing Intel. You can see it's a beautiful day on Table Rock Lake here in February. And what we're going to talk to you today about is the Jewel Gem Spin. And with that, Eric's going to show you the features of the bait. He's going to show you how to rig the bait and some applications with the bait even before we get to the fishing component of it. So it's going to show you the versatility of this bait and all the different ways that it can be used, and that unique underspin that it has, that small spinner bait blade underneath it, putting it in that underspin category that makes it so unique to Jewel, and that's the Jewel Gem Spin.
Hey guys, Eric Prey, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Gonna go over a few things on the Jewel Gem Spin. It's one of my favorite baits to throw pretty much year round. I catch a lot of fish on it in the spring, summer, even some in the winter like right now. It's one of the most unique underspins that you'll find. And if you look at the bait itself, you can see it's got the polymer head, which encases the lead, which is really, I mean, it gives it such a really good lifelike profile. Has a really nice little weed guard on it, so you can fish it through some cover, through some trees. Got a great hook in it. It's a Mustad Ultra Point hook, very sharp, very durable. The little grip pins on here, the grip tech on there that holds your Keitech on, you don't have to add any glue. It's really a great bait for that. And then quality components. You've got a ball bearing swivel down here and a really nice clean blade that's the right size of blade, gives you just enough flash that'll draw those fish in, whether you're fishing stained water or you're fishing around fish and they're chasing bait. That'll really tend to draw those fish in. It's one of my favorite baits to throw throughout the year. Throwing it in the winter time, you know, it is a little bit lighter, so we've got to do a few things to get it down a little bit deeper, but we'll show you some of those things in one of the later episodes of this. As far as my rod and reel combination, you guys are going to get pretty used to seeing this rod and reel combo. You've probably seen it in some of the others. This is a 7-foot medium heavy rod, has a very fast tip on it. And then I'm throwing it with a 6-3-1 speed spool. It's an older loose speed spool, but it's a quicker retrieve. It's a much faster, it's a faster reel. I can bring the bait in at the right speed. Don't necessarily need the 8-3-1 for this application. Don't need to bring it that fast, but I can move it fast if the fish start chasing and they start chasing shad. Got him. Well, he feels decent. That's a decent fish. Oh, it's largemouth. Decent largemouth. Come here, you. There we go. There we go. Well, if I can get him unhooked, I'll show him to y'all. Decent largemouth. Not a bad fish at all. Yeah, we'll take him. Keeper, not a huge fish, but you know, 2.5, 3-pounder. As far as rigging the bait, it's very easy to rig. I've got the ProBlue Gem Spin right here, and I'm gonna put a ProBlue Keitech on it. The only thing I have to do with the Keitech to get the body to match up to the head is you just go right between the first 2 rings, snip that off square. And then of course on your Keitech, you've got the little hook groove, and that helps you to line that bait up and get it running straight. And I always want to rig it with the tail down. So I'll kind of pull that weed guard out of my way right now. I'm going to get her right in the center. And then I'm just going to run it right down the middle and right about the end. This is a 3.3. You won't go quite that deep on a 3.8 or a bigger bait. And then you just slide that dude up over top of that keeper, get all the way up on there. Put your weed guard back down, but you notice how well that mates up with that head. So it's really kind of a seamless presentation and doesn't have a real clunky look or a clunky feel to it. So in this ultra clear water on Table Rock, it's a great bait to throw. It really, the fish don't get scared off by it because you don't have a great big clunky head on there. You've got something that looks seamless and looks like a shad when it's coming through the water.
So you just saw Eric show you the features of the Jewel Gem Spin. He showed you the rod and reel and the setup of how to use that bait. In part 2, we're going to show you how to fish this bait or where to fish this bait and the different applications for this bait. I'm Corey Mitchell with Table Rock Fishing Intel, helping you catch more fish on Table Rock Lake.